Good morning, grade 1s and 2s, and happy Monday, May 4th, 2020. May the 4th be with you if you're into that kind of thing. Today for my Strategy Monday, I wanted to talk about consonant clusters and digraphs. Now, some of you saw this chart as we worked together in guided reading, but I didn't get a chance to work with all of you on it. So I'm hoping that this is a lesson that you can watch at home and practice at home. So a consonant cluster is any two letters that aren't vowels, so consonants, that come together and kind of blend their sounds. So for example, we wouldn't say b-r, b-r. We kind of blend those sounds, burr, burr, bridge. Okay, and a digraph is when we have two consonants, so not vowels, that don't blend their existing sounds but make a new sound altogether. For example, SH says shh. So when we're using our chunky monkey strategy and looking for chunks that we know, our clusters are chunks that we want to be able to recognize and put that together in our reading and our writing. And we can put it with other clusters that we might know. For example, ING we know says ing. So if we see an SW, ing, and we can put that together, swing. So our chunky monkey strategy is something that's really helpful so that we're not using all of our brain power to figure out what sounds those clusters are making. Okay, so I want to practice this at home with you. I'm going to say it and I want you to repeat it after me at home, okay? So consonant clusters and digraphs. Consonant clusters and digraphs. So you say after me. My turn, your turn. Bull, block. Burr, bridge. Cull, cloud. Cur, crib. Dur, drum. Full, flag. Fur, frog. Gull, glasses. Gur, grapes. Pull, plug. Per, pretzel. Sk, scarf. Sk, skeleton. Sol, slide. Sm, smoke. Sn, snake. Sp, spoon. St, stamp. Sw, swing. Tur, truck. Tw, 20. And down here we have our digraphs, so they make a new sound altogether. So we wouldn't say k, h. Nope. We know that CH says ch, ch, ch. Okay, so ch, chair. Sh, shovel. F, thumb. Whale. So I want you to practice your consonant clusters and digraphs at home, and I want you to be watching for these clusters while you're reading today or doing some writer's workshop. Look for those clusters and digraphs that you know, and sometimes it's helpful to just give it a little bit of a circle if you can on your page so that your brain really recognizes those, and so every time you see it, you get it like that. Okay, so this is a really important thing to practice with our chunky monkey strategy, which falls under A for accuracy. I can read the words. So let's practice this in our poem of the day. Okay, our poem of the week this week is called The Little Plant. And what I'm going to be doing is putting a box around all of these consonant clusters and digraphs that I might see with my orange marker. Okay, so when I recognize consonant clusters and digraphs, it helps cue my brain for the sound that it makes so that when I'm reading in the future, it'll be even easier because I'm not using too much brain power to kind of figure out what does this cluster say and what does this digraph say? Okay, so let's read together and keep your eyes peeled for consonant clusters and digraphs. The little plant. Now, right in the title, we always start with the title, I see TH, the little plant. Okay, so when we're reading, we don't have to say t-eh, t-eh. I don't know what that word is. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't make sense. That's not a word. TH always says or and we know this is a popcorn word, a word that has to pop into our head because to sound it out doesn't work. So that's a word that we just have to know. Okay, and plant, we're not saying p-o and p-o. Nope, we know that pull, just like in our consonant cluster linking chart, pull, plug, pull, plant. Okay, let's continue. In the heart of a seed, buried deep, so deep, a tiny plant lay fast asleep. Okay, I see lots of consonant clusters and digraphs here. So, in the heart of a seed, buried deep, so deep, a tiny plant lay fast asleep. So we see that these clusters, they're not always at the beginning of the word. Sometimes they're at the end of the word or even in the middle. So you really have to keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Wake, said the sunshine, and creep into the light. Wake, said the voice of the raindrops bright. Okay, so let's see. Wake, said the sunshine, and creep into the light. Wake, said the voice of the raindrops bright. The little plant heard, and it rose to see what the wonderful outside world might be. Okay, let's find these clusters and digraphs. The little plant heard, and it rose to see what the wonderful outside world might be. So let's take a look. There are so many consonant clusters and digraphs just in this one poem, and that's how it is in all of our books and all of the things that we might be reading. So the faster that you can practice these and recognize them, the less brain power it takes when you're reading poems and books and other things like that. Okay, let's count. How many did we find in this poem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Can we count backwards? 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Don't forget about your friend 0. Okay, so I'm going to send out this poem of the week. I want you to practice it, read it, and do the activity to go with it. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, I think, and make the poem a little bit more hands-on so that you really have to be thinking and looking for these clusters and making good predictions about what the cluster could be, using your STAR strategy. Does it look right? Does it sound right? Does it make sense? Using Chunky Monkey, using Eagle Eye, all of those strategies that you already know, okay? So I want you to head on over to the Activities tab, check those activities out, and just stay tuned. Keep reading, keep checking Seesaw, and keep working hard, okay? I miss you all so much. Have a great day and have an awesome week.